The cursor agent with Claude 3.7 Sonnet thinking model is very impressive. I put it in agent mode, and it can do things I know how to do very quickly. On the surface, the number of keys per minute that it can type is very large, and the number of commits that it pushes to my GitHub repositories are very large. And so it's a force multiplier. Now I can give it garbage for many different reasons, and it will force multiply garbage. It's garbage in, garbage out. But when I use it well, it is amazing. And usually I use it well when I know what I'm doing. And to say that, there's a lot I've learned up here, and the agent doesn't know a lot of what I know. It's not able to apply my knowledge, which is relevant to the situation. But it does have power to do things I can't do. It types faster than I can type, and it leans on a lot of knowledge from the training data related to, the English language and Python programming language and JavaScript programming language and the projects, the open source projects that people have worked on. And so it's able to rapidly write code, and it's able to make use of tools. Some tools, Cursor has on their end, like web search. Other tools I give it, like documents, which specify what it can do, what it should do. And I can give it access baked into the Cursor tool. It can then access my system, the computer where it is running. And it can use the keys that I have on my system. So it can connect to the cloud. It can use my payment method. It can create things in the cloud. It can create code and deploy that code into the cloud. As the task at hand gets larger, it requires more and more of my help in guiding it. But when I give it a small enough task and clear instructions, which are good instructions, it does a very good job. And I'm learning how to work with it, and it's a force multiplier. And so what it also does, what I've been doing the last 2 days is learning. And so I've tried to do things that are outside of my knowledge, outside of my experience. And so I've tried to create a game, a 3D world. And I've made mistakes. I've been confusing. I've said confusing words. And what's cool is that I've been able to learn faster than I could learn previously. So it's a force multiplier in my learning how to do new things, and it's a force multiplier in my doing the things that I know how to do. So I recommend you consider Cursor if you have anything you want to create that you would create, to use on your computer. If you want a tool on your computer, on your phone, on your smartwatch, on your TV, consider using Cursor with the Claude 3.7 thinking model and the agent mode. Consider using Cursor to go try and build it. And if you've done it before, you will build it fast. And if you've never done it before, you will learn fast. And there are some things that can help you learn. If you come back to this video and leave comments about how your experience, your roadblock, your barrier, and the problems you're experiencing with Cursor, I will respond to your comments. That's my plan. And if this video became so popular, I would build tools to help provide helpful responses to your comments. So I hope you try out Cursor with Claude 3.7. I think Anthropic is probably a better company than Claude is made by Anthropic. I think that it's better, probably better, to put your money there than to put your money into OpenAI and to put your money into Grok with Elon Musk and X. And I can explain those, but yeah, if you trust me, then consider using Cursor with Claude 3.7 reasoning and Anthropic. And if you don't trust me, feel free to ask in the comments why I trust Anthropic more than, X and OpenAI. All right. I hope I would say to try and encourage you. I realized the reason I became inspired is I realized my company won't need me in 2 years, and so instead of just doing nothing, I decided to go learn how to use these tools and to try and imagine how these tools can be used in the future and how they will be used, and maybe even learn how to build the thing that would replace me. And then I can take my knowledge and my skills and go to my company and be the one who helps build the system that can replace me, while learning how to build the system that can replace me, so that I could even start my own business. And so I can reach out to people to try and get funding to start my own business. I can encourage people to start their own business. And what's going to happen, my prediction is that the size of companies will decrease. The number of companies will increase. The competition in every area where there's software being created will increase. And then eventually those similar patterns can happen outside of the software world in the real world with things like 3D printers and robots. But for now, yeah, I would encourage you to try to do good. Try to go out, love your neighbor, love your spouse, love your children, love your neighbors, love your community. Try to produce good things for them using the tools we have available. Use those tools to learn how to do things you've never done before, and do good in the world. Start a business. The barrier to entry is lower than it's ever been, and it will continue to get smaller, and we can work to help make those barriers smaller for everyone. And by doing that, we will actually increase our competition, and we can do it in a way where we love each other, so that people thank God we were created so that when we are loved, we love. And so that's what we can do. So let me know what you think. Leave some comments. Let me know what you're struggling with. Thanks.